All right, guys, so I have three different windows open here. So bear with me while I toggle through all three of them. First, we have an article from General One file, as you'll see here. I also have started a Word document to type a works cited page. And last, I have open our MLA cheat sheet. So this tells us what the citation entry for a source from General One file would look like. And you'll see that there's some information that you need to have. First, it says we need to know the author. So you'll see here on your source, it says author, Mitchell L. Zoller. When we type a works cited entry, we always want to start with the author's last name. So we're going to type Zoller, comma, Mitchell L. Even if we didn't have the middle initial there, we would still end that with that period. Next, it tells us that we need the title of the journal article. That is this article title right here, In Marathons, Cardiac Arrests Cluster Near the Finish Line. And if you look at the cheat sheet, you'll see that that title should be written in quotation marks. So I'm going to start with the quotation marks, In Marathons, Cardiac Arrests Cluster Near the Finish Line. You'll see also here that there's a period and that period goes inside the quotation marks. So we're going to put that there. Notice also that I just used the same capitalization that they used for the article title. That's what we want to do. Next, it says we need the title of the journal. That is here where it says from, and the journal title is in blue because it's a link. You could click on it and see other articles from that journal. You'll also see here that the title is italicized. I did that by clicking Control I at the same time. And then you see that it says we need a comma after that. Next, we need the volume number. So we're going to type VOL period, and we'll see down here that it's volume 42. We need a comma, and then we need the issue number, and you'll see here that it tells us to abbreviate that NO period. And our issue number is 19, comma. Now I have to move my screen over just a little bit. Normally I would have all of this in front of me, but we'll see that the next thing we need is the publication date. So we need to look for that on our article. Here it's a full date. Sometimes you'll have just a year, sometimes you'll have a month in a year, sometimes you'll have a full date like this. Sometimes you'll have something that says winter or summer of a particular year. Follow whatever your journal article has. In this case, we have the full date, so we're going to write it a little backwards, like MLA style requires us to. So it's 15 November 2012. We're going to put a comma after that. The next thing it tells us to look for is the page range. To find that, I'm going to scroll down. And I'm going to look at this citation that they've given us here, and it says it's on page 10. It's only the one page, so we're going to type the letter P, period, 10. If it were more than one page, we would type PP, period, and then the entire range. Next, we need to know which database we got the article from, and as you guys know, we are in General One file. Sorry, I have to put a period after the page number, and then Gale General One file. I'm going to end that with a period. You'll see that our cheat sheet tells us that the DOI or the URL is optional. Some professors may require you to do that, but I do not. The last thing that I want to show you guys is that this has to have a hanging indent. So remember that to do that, we need to start at the beginning of the second line. We need to hit enter and see how it did nothing. I actually hit the enter key. You guys could not see that, but I did. And then we hit tab, and that gives us the hanging indent. If we were to have another source after this, we would start that back at that left margin.